You talk about volunteers being on the
Mm,
board. And it's been, an ongoing,
mm,
since I've been covering the town,
mm,
getting people to step up to volunteer, to participate on the boards, and also come out for
mm,
elections, come out for the annual town meeting, which is a vote,
mm.
the taxes they're going to pay. What do you think, as a member of the Board of Selectmen, you could do to increase volunteer participation and participation in those critical decision making that you're asking residents to do?
In terms of the boards themselves, I know that the first selectman election, it was, there was only one candidate in 2023. So, that was a case where only one party was able to put somebody forward for that. And so, and certainly, I think as a town, we benefit from having a choice and having the, as opposed to just one person running unopposed. But the other elections, from what I've seen, have been relatively competitive and pretty close. Well, I should know my election came down to 4 votes last time, so clearly there was interest for that role and for that particular role. So, in terms of the participation, and I agree with you with the town meeting, it's always disappointing to see the turnout and the question of whether we hit the 15% threshold or we don't hit the 15% threshold. Maybe information and getting information out might be a good way. I know the first selectman has been good about, I sent some emails out, I think a couple days ago, to the town communications. So maybe finding a way that gets out to a broader section of the town. Maybe some visuals, signs or traffic, those, I don't know what you call them, those traffic vehicles that have signs, electronic signs indicating not just we have the sign on River Road indicating that we have a town meeting coming up. But maybe doing something like that in your town hall or other places, making that more prominent or keeping that up more frequent would hit people driving by, so you can say, okay, here's the website or here's a code I can go to on my phone to click and learn more information. Social media might be a way to make people aware of what the town is doing. What are the decisions being put up on a regular basis. There are a number of Facebook groups that have been set up to handle things ranging from Buy Nothing Wilton to the schools have very active Facebook groups, and for myself being a parent, and I think for other people, it's a way for them to see what other people are thinking about. What are the issues? They're thinking about changing the schedule in the school. Okay, well, I should speak up. I should say something like that. Maybe it's having a bit more of a social media presence or more savvy web presence, so that people in town realize like who's making the decisions, what is up for vote, and if you have something to say about it, what's the best way to address it? Is it an email directly to the selectmen? Is it a comment on a Facebook group? Is it coming to a town hall? I know that's something that the town has discussed different points in time, and there's debate as to whether we get a critical mass of people to make it worthwhile. Is it having people come to the selectmen meeting and having a better forum for them to communicate that? So those would be some of the things I can think about. I'd posit as ideas. Hard to say. I mean, there have been important decisions. 2 years ago, when the recalibration of the taxes were being done, and it was very acutely impactful to the town. You would have thought that would have been the time where more people would speak up, and many people did, but some didn't. So, yeah, those would be some of the thoughts I'd have.